Hi, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. This is going to be the weekly messages for water signs for the week of May 13th to the 19th. Please remember that these are general messages and may not resonate with everyone. And don't try to own the message if it doesn't fit. Just pass it along and maybe the next one will. Or maybe you should listen to one of the other energies that maybe is in your chart. If you like the messages, like the channel, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We're going to start off with an overall message, an angel message from the Angel Power Wisdom deck. So let's see what water signs overall angel message is for the week of May 13th to the 19th. And happy Mother's Day to anybody listening that is a mom out there. I hope you have a great day, and any dads that had to play the mom role as well. Okay, you got two cards that fell out with your angel messages, water signs. And water signs are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you got look up and look forward. Welcome new developments for positive change. And a surprise is on the horizon. Expect a nice surprise. So it looks like some change is coming into you, but it's going to be for the positive. And it may be unexpected with the surprise card on the horizon coming in. But it looks like something good is coming in for you this week, water signs, that you weren't expecting. But make sure you're looking up and looking forward and observing, or you might miss it, is what I'm hearing with this. And make sure that you welcome in the new change, that whatever's the surprise that's coming in for you, because it's going to create some positive change for you. Alrighty. Let's take a look at what you need to let go of this week, what you need to be working on, and what the key is for you for this week from the Dreamer's Journey deck. What does water signs need to let go of this week? What does water signs need to let go of this week? Okay, water signs. The card that came up for what you need to let go of is the Death card. It says a time of change and transformation. A cycle is ending to create the space for a new one to begin. Clearing away old habits will allow the new to emerge. So, very much so like the Earth signs got, it's time for you guys to let go of things and let new things come in. It's time for new cycles to begin for you. So in order for you to do that, you have to let go of the old cycles. You have to make that space for the new cycle to come in. So, your letting go card is going to be letting go. Letting go of the old patterns and the old cycles so that the new one can come in. What is water signs going to be working on this week? Okay, so reflection is what you're going to be working on. Observation, time to reflect on your past and present situation. Now create that which you wish to experience moving forward through self-expression and intention. Okay, so it looks like this week, water signs, you are going to be setting some intentions this week. That's what you need to work on. But in order to do that, you need to kind of take a pause out and take a look at the things that have been in your past and your present situations, and look at what's working for you and what's not working for you, so that you can create the world around you moving forward that works the best for you. So what you're working on is figuring out what that intention is that you want moving forward. And what is the key for water signs? Okay, so the key for you this week is stillness. Peace, a period of rest and inactivity. Allow yourself to just be still, withdrawal. Contemplation, trust. Go within for the answers you seek. So this is, you know, the Hermit card in the tarot deck. It's a time of kind of non-action. That's the key for you guys this week. It's not to really take the action this week, but be, you know, reflection and stillness go together. Be the observer of your life this week, and kind of go within and just kind of simply be is what I hear with this card. You're kind of maybe keeping yourself separated from others. You kind of go and do the daily things in your life that you have to do, but then you retreat. Just so you can kind of seek the answers from within yourself this week. That's the key for you this week, water signs. All right, let's look at what the messages are for Cancer for the week of May 13th to the 19th. What are the messages for Cancer for the week of May 13th to the 19th? You know, and your messages from the angels were that, you know, there's something good coming to you, but you're going to have to do this work that was talked about in these 3 cards first before that comes. Haha. I said the stillness card reminded me of the Hermit, and what comes up with the Hermit card. So, you know, as I said with the stillness card, it's a period of non-action for you this week. Your action is to be retreating and kind of going within, trusting your intuition, trusting what the voices inside are telling you, and allowing that to guide you. The light that the Hermit is holding is guiding you. Yeah, you need to be looking at what you're holding on to. The Four of Pentacles is, you know, holding on to things that maybe necessarily aren't working for us. And with the Ten of Swords, I mean, you look at the card and it's a pretty, you know, depictive card. The man's laying on the ground and he's got 10 swords put in his back. And usually that's betrayal by another. But the message that I'm getting with this card for Cancer is, why... It actually came up as a question and said, why are you betraying yourself, is what I'm saying with this. It's time to pull out those swords with the 10. 10 is endings. And stop hanging on to these things that just aren't working for you. You know, the Four of Pentacles card can also be the greed card. But to me, you know, it looks like he's grabbing onto that pentacle and hanging onto it so tight. You know, there's a lot of protection of self here with this card. Because this Seven of Wands talks about, you know, you're on the defense. You're standing in the defense. But you need to take a look inside and see why you're doing these 3 cards over here. Why you're holding on so tightly to something. Why aren't you doing the best for yourself is the question to me that comes up with the Ten of Swords. Why are you not letting yourself see the truth, and betraying yourself, and always feeling like you have to be on the defense? That's what I'm getting from that. It's time for you to go within and trust your intuition and trust where those voices from within are leading you, and they're certainly not leading you this way. So it's time for you to hear what they're saying. Let me just get some clarifiers here with my little tiny right waiter deck. It is cute. All right. You know, and allow yourself to heal. You may be feeling, you know, holding on so tightly because you did feel betrayed in the past. And now it's a time of healing. Both the Hermit and the High Priestess allow for times of healing. Oh, the High Priestess popped out again. Important. Listen to what the voices are telling you this week. There's the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles here. I definitely feel like you're really in a very protective mode. Protecting the self. With these two cards, with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Okay, a new, you need to get a new spark, new inspiration. The aha moment needs to come in with the Ace of Wands. But it's not going to come in staying in the energy of the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. And you can get that aha moment, you know, starting a new beginning by listening to what is going on with the Hermit and the High Priestess. So Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords here. Your spread, Cancer, is pretty much summed up in the three first cards that came out. The Death card, the Reflection card, and the Stillness. There's definitely some changes that need to be made. Yeah, the Tower's coming in this last bunch with the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. It's time to move out of that energy. And the Page of Pentacles comes in with that. You know, I look at this Page of Pentacles card, and he's studying that coin. He's really looking at that coin. Page of Pentacles can be messengers, but also I see them as a new beginning too. So it looks like you do have the opportunity for some new beginnings. You need to learn what I'm hearing with the Page of Pentacles. The message that comes with that is you need to learn that you don't, you know, staying in this energy of hanging on so tightly, protecting yourself, not letting yourself really see the truth that's inside, and always kind of standing guard is not a good place to be. And it's time to kind of go within to get that aha moment. And, you know, be that observer to say, how can I move out of this? How can I change this? Because I feel like you're kind of, you know, with this Four of Pentacles as a center card, I feel like you're kind of stuck here. So with the Cancers, there really isn't going to be movement forward this week. It's going to be more of a time of reflection for you guys this week on figuring out where you want to move forward to, and if you want to move forward. But it's saying that there are some new beginnings for you. The universe may bring them in for you. You may not bring them in yourself. And you might not be too thrilled about it in the beginning, but it will bring in good things to you. All right, let's look at Pisces next. What are the messages for Pisces for the week of May 13th to the 19th? We got the King of Cups. Good at controlling your emotions this week. Listening to your intuition, Pisces. And Pisces folks, you're very intuitive anyhow. I think you always kind of listen to your inner voice. And that could be you as well, because he represents water signs. Okay, Eight of Cups. So it looks like you're going to, once you take the time out to kind of listen to that inner voice, you're going to be making the choice to move forward on something, walking away from something, taking some action with the, so Pisces, you are going to be taking some action this week. You're going to find some clarity on some things because you've listened to your inner voice, and you're going to choose to, all these cups that are lined up here, you're going to choose to turn your back on them and walk away from them. And she's kind of standing there looking out into the universe saying, where do I want to go? She's looking for a new journey. But with the Page of Swords, definitely taking action this week. Towards a new journey. What are the messages for Pisces this week? Yep, the Three of Wands. In the 2, you chose your path, you took action, you chose your path, you're letting go of what's not working for you, and now you are kind of standing on that edge of that mountain, and you're working on manifesting those ships to come in. So it definitely looks like Pisces is definitely going through a sort of transformation period where they're letting go of things that aren't working for them because they've listened to their intuition and they're taking action towards a different path. What is the message for Pisces? So you've actually moved kind of, you will move past this reflection and stillness stage this week, and you're moving towards the transformation period this week, Pisces. And you know, with the Three of Cups coming out, you know that there is support behind you. This card is about, you know, celebration with your friends, the soul tribe, but I also see this more as a celebration of yourself and the progress that you've made this week in really listening and taking action towards what's going to work for you, and leaving things behind that aren't going to work for you. Because like we got in the beginning, the angel said, you know, there's a surprise on the horizon, but make sure you look up. She's looking up into the universe and welcome that new thing in, because it's going to be a positive change. Why is the King of Cups and the Eight of Cups here for Pisces? Seven of Wands. Yeah, you know, you may have to stand your ground on some of these things that you're choosing to walk away from. This Seven of Wands is about standing your ground, standing in defense. But like I said in another one's reading, with the wands in this, there's little buds on them, so there's always growth in that process. So I think a period of growth is coming from that. Are hard to shuffle because there's so many. So with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords here, the Six of Cups comes up with that. And you know, the Six of Cups is a nostalgia card. It's the past. So you may be spending some time reflecting on the past, or you know, maybe you're moving away from some things that have been in the past, and taking that action to move away from, you know, past people, past experiences that just haven't worked for you. But definitely moving away from the past. You're lining up all those cups of the past, and you're taking action to walk away from some of those cups. You know, there's 6 cups in this one, there's 8 in the other one. Yep, you're planting the seeds this week, and you're kind of hanging out and saying, okay, what are you bringing me? And, you know, that definitely reminds me of the Three of Wands, too. You're kind of hanging out. Okay, what am I going to manifest out of this? And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles to me is, you know, coming into that place of grounding, you know, nurturing oneself. It also could represent an earth sign that's around you, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who is one of the people that helps you along this path. But it definitely looks like you do have some support in this journey. And the Three of Cups could be the three people that are going to be left in your life after you finish cutting some things out, as well as the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person are the ones that are going to be left. So Pisces, it looks like you are definitely going to be making some progress on the path of change this week. Looks good for you guys. And who's next? Scorpio. What are the messages for Scorpio for the week of May 19th and May 13th? Okay, so you have the Tower coming in as your first card, Scorpio. So something is being dismantled, whether it be by you or the universe. Usually when the Tower comes in, the universe steps in and says, you know what? This is not working for you anymore, and something's got to change. Something's got to give. Messages for Scorpio. And then we got the Wheel. Changes, change. Ending of cycles for Scorpio. Way too many cards. Yep, the Wheel of the Year, it's called in this deck, is all about cycles ending and new cycles beginning. So the Tower comes in, it ends the cycle, the Wheel of the Year comes in, and a new one begins. So it looks like you are going to be ending something, and something new is going to be beginning for you. You know, we've got the Nine of Pentacles here. Nine of Pentacles, this card definitely reminds me of standing on your own in all that you've worked for. Standing in your accomplishments and all that you've gained from this Tower moment is what I'm feeling. Yeah, it looks to me like you've put in a lot of work with the Three of Pentacles coming in. You've put in a lot of work, and that work is leading to you feeling, you know, I want to say, I know it's usually it's leading to you feeling very accomplished and in your own power, even though it's an Earth card. And then we've got the King of Wands in the end. So what it looks to me like, it looks to me like you are going to be the leader of your own life this week, Scorpio. You know, there's going to be some type of dismantling of something in your life. That's, you know, there's cycles coming to an end with the Wheel of the Year coming in. And, you know, it's time for those changes to occur with the Wheel coming in. And the Wheel usually leads us in the right direction. It's usually leading in good, you know, represents good luck coming in, leading in the right direction. You're definitely willing to put in the work that has to be made with these changes that are coming in. You know, King of Wands to me is about finding the passion, being that leader, that mover, that shaker of your own life, directing your own life to the place where you feel comfortable standing on your own and standing in all the achievements that you've made, Scorpio. Let me get some clarifiers here. You know, and the Tower and the Wheel are some pretty big cards, pretty big major arcana cards to get. You know, these are some major changes. We got the Seven of Pentacles. You're planting the seeds for change. You planted the seeds, and now you're kind of just biding your time and waiting. You're waiting to see what the change is, so that you know what kind of work has to be put in. And then we got the Seven of Swords in between the changes and the Nine of Pentacles. You know, the Seven of Swords, don't try to deceive yourself in thinking that you don't need to make these changes, is what I'm getting with the Seven of Swords message. The Seven of Swords is deceit. It's taking things that didn't belong to you. You know, he's kind of running off with these swords. But this also could be you. This could be the Seven of Swords could be here with the Wheel of the Year. Saying, you know, I'm picking up these swords right here. These are the ones that I don't need anymore, and I'm getting rid of them. And then we got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups usually represents a message of love, but it also could represent an apology. But healing too to me. Anytime I see Cups cards like this, I feel a lot of healing. And then manifestation. Okay, so you definitely are going to be able to manifest this week with the Magician coming in and the King of Wands. To me, both of these cards, the King of Wands and the Magician, are saying you need to be the leader of your life. You're going to have to put some work in, but you are able to manifest what you want in your life. You just got to be able to put the work into it. All right, water signs, those are the messages for you for the week of May 13th to the 19th. I hope you have a great week.